I'm going to give you 5 tips to take away to ensure that you are working from home in the best possible way for you. Routine is so important to us. We are creatures of habit. When we're home working, it might not feel important to have a routine, but actually that's when things start to slip. Maybe we are not looking after our personal hygiene as much anymore. That might have a knock-on effect on how we feel about ourselves. And it's little things like that, little elements of having a positive routine that can catch us out later down the line and make us feel quite negative. If we don't disconnect at the end of the working day, we keep on working late into the evenings, into the weekends and things like that, we risk what we know as burnout happening. We would struggle at that point to get anything done, to concentrate, to get through that working day. So we really need to be disciplined with our routine in order to stop that from happening, or at least protect ourselves as much as we can from the possibility of burnout. It's really important to make sure that you are physically active throughout the day. Even if that's just standing up, getting away from your desk, physically move around a little bit, maybe do some stretching, something like that. Get outside if you can. If you've got the time, get yourself out, walk around the block. That will lift you, that will energize you, that will help motivate you for the rest of the day. When we were working in offices, we would regularly have what we refer to as like water cooler moments, where you might encounter a colleague, a peer, someone you haven't seen in a while, you just have a general chat. Those moments are stripped back now if you're not working regularly in the office setting. So little bits like that we're missing in terms of social interaction can have a cumulative effect on how we're feeling. They build up over time and they make us feel disconnected from the team. What I would be saying, to you, if you do feel disconnected, if you do feel isolated, is to reach out to your peers at work. Can you video call? Can you arrange sort of social meetups, virtual water cooler events, for example? Video calls generally will be better than like text mediums. And the reason for that is we respond to facial expressions, but also the audio element of a call. And this could be a video call or just a telephone call, but hearing someone's voice, you can hear the intonation, you can hear the tone of voice that they're speaking in. That is another way that we connect to other human beings. That makes us feel safer. Make sure you have all the physical equipment that you need in order to work safely from home. It's important to have a space at home that is dedicated to the work you need to do. And the reason why that's so important goes into the idea of work, life, home boundaries. If you're working, for example, in a kitchen and you turn around and then you're preparing dinner, that boundary becomes very blurred. So trying to forge a space in your home that is separate, that you can designate, this is my workspace and everything else is my life, my home, is a really, really healthy thing to do. At the end of the working day, it's really important to switch off from work and not to allow it to kind of trickle or seep into your personal life. When you're working in an office, you physically leave that property, you leave that site, it's the end of the day. We don't have that luxury when we're working from home. So making sure that you close the laptop down, take it away, get it out of sight, out of mind, and then anything else that you might need to do to kind of symbolically end the day, put everything away that needs to be put away, close the office door if you have a dedicated office, really shutting that space down. These symbolic gestures allow a kind of like psychological closure. If we don't have anything to end the working day with, what stops it from spilling across into our personal life? So that's the importance of that symbolic gesture of closing the laptop down, making sure that this is the end of my day. I'm not going to check my emails now. That's it. For any habit or change that we want to implement, the more sustained our efforts are, the more likely it sticks. So when you're making a new change, you want to be doing it over weeks, over months. If it's only you do it once or twice over a week, it's less likely to stick. So keep at it.